Hello and welcome to my channel. Come on, you gotta have some fun. When you make hundreds of these Medicare videos, you gotta make it lively and fun, especially about today's topic. We're gonna talk about the Medicare Supplement Plans Comparison Chart for 2021. And believe me, reading this thing is like watching paint dry. But I'll make it fun and easy, but most of all, inform you about the Medicare Supplement Plans for 2021 and what might be best for you. My name is Russell Noga with Medisupps.com, and we have been in business 11 years now helping seniors with their Medicare supplement insurance nationwide, 47 states we are in. Now, I like you too much, and I'm very grateful for you coming to my video, that I'm not going to sit here and bore you by talking about a chart for 10 to 20 minutes. This chart is not that complicated if you get a little guidance. And there really are only a few different plan letters that make the most sense. So let's dive into the nitty gritty of this gorgeous plan here. I personally think it's too hard to read for most people, only because I've had 100% of the people who've seen it and talked with them said, I don't understand that plan. Now, our name, Medisupps.com, is on the bottom of this plan, at least in this instance, but I did not design this chart. However, let's break it down, make it nice and easy for you. On the left are a list of benefits. That is what is being paid. And on the top is the list of plans, A through N. Now, there's a couple letters missing, as you may have known or seen, because a few letters got eliminated back in 2010, and a couple different plan letters got added. One of those plan letters is a fantastic plan called Medicare Plan N. We'll be talking about that today on the chart. And Plan G, as well as Plan F. Now, if you're new to Medicare, January 1st or 2020 and beyond, that meaning if you enrolled that date or beyond, you're not allowed to get a Plan F. But I know there's a couple of you out there still, probably quite a few of you, with a Plan F. And as always, in my other videos, you may know, I like to encourage people to seriously look at Plan G or even Plan N if you've got a Plan F now. It's a closed plan, which means historically that anytime that's happened, there have been very high rate increases because there's no new premiums coming into it to offset the claims being paid out, which is how rate increases are actually determined. So if you've got a Plan F, your premium's likely pretty high and is going to keep getting higher. So give us a call to shop or discuss at least some other options, specifically Plan G and Plan N. But let's talk about Plan F because it's the easiest to read on this chart. 100% coverage down the board, except for foreign travel, where they're all paid that 80%. There's a couple other benefits. I'll get into that in a little bit here. But 100% of your main medical expenses picked up by Medicare as well as Plan F. And that's from day one, as you know, if you've got one. Again, people new to Medicare can't get a Plan F, but that's okay, and I'll tell you why. It's too expensive. Plan F is 100% coverage. But when you compare Plan F to the other plan I mentioned, which is Plan G, again, G and N being the most popular now, there's only one difference in premium. And we can find that on our chart by looking for the white square. That means you don't get any coverage for this. So let's follow it over. And that is a Medicare Part B deductible. You see Plan F pays that for you as well as everything else. Well, the Part B deductible is what's required to be paid by you prior to Medicare and the supplement plan then coming in and paying. That Part B deductible is paid 100% by Plan F. With Plan G, you pay it yourself. Now, you may be asking, well, how much is the deductible? Well, it changes a little every year. Now, this is the plans chart for 2021, which means this coverage is not changing through 2021 and probably won't for a couple years after that. We are in the tail end of 2020, and Medicare has not released the deductible yet, at least at the time of this video. For 2020, that deductible is $198. Now, again, with Plan G, you're required to pay that yourself. Plan F pays it for you. Now, the only difference is that. With Plan F, however, keep in mind, Plan F is giving you a $198 benefit, meaning they're paying the deductible for you, and it's $198, at least in 2020. This example works in every year, though. After the deductible is met, 100% coverage with Plan G, Plan F pays it for you. It's a $198 benefit. I guarantee you, you're paying at least $300 a year to get a $198 benefit. In fact, Based on what I just found out this week when I was running quotes for people, some were paying $400 or $500 extra a year. A couple examples were with a couple, with a spouse, and it was even more than that, just to get a $198 benefit. That's like me saying, you give me $400 in cash and I'll give you $200 back. How does that sound? Sounds like a really bad deal. That's because it is, and you're subject to higher rate increases on Plan F now that the plan is closed. So Plan G being the most popular plan now, especially for new people turning 65, you simply write the check. In 2020, it's $198. So the first $198 of your medical bills, you write the check for. After that, you get all that good 100% coverage just like Plan F did, but you have much lower premiums than Plan F. So if you do have a Plan F and you'd like me to shop the rates for Plan G, I highly recommend it. Just give me a call, 1-888-891-0229. One other plan we'll discuss on this chart is Plan N. The reason I skipped over K and L and M, well, nobody writes M. I've never written anybody on M. I don't even know many companies who offer it. However, K and L, they have 50% coverage on this and 75% on all of these benefits. As you can see, Plan N is 100 and 100. My point is, if you like getting a lot of miscellaneous medical bills, in this case, 50% of these bills if it comes up and 25% of these, go for it. Plan K and L, we'll look at it. I'll find you a company if you're dying to have it. I don't recommend it though, and here's why. K and L, with all these miscellaneous gaps in there, are probably going to be almost the same price as a Plan N, even if I can find you a K and L. So if you pay $2 or $3 extra a month for Plan N over those plans and have 100% coverage, you can see that's the way to go. Now, with Plan N, it's very similar to Plan G. You pay that Part B deductible yourself. After that, however, you might have a copay of up to $20 per doctor's visit or specialist visit. The copay is $20. It will never be more than that, but it could be less. It could be $6 or $9 or maybe $0. A lot of clients don't ever see a copay, or maybe they pay this small amount, and that's per doctor's visit. So if you go to the doctor a lot, and you have a medical condition that requires frequent visits, we might want to look at Plan G instead of Plan N. And that's only because those copays could add up. But what's most important, regardless of your situation, is that we check the premiums between the two and see how much difference. The quotes I just ran, in fact, for a couple, their Plan N was $30 less per month each than Plan G. And they were healthy. So naturally, we signed them up on that right away. They loved it because they know that something could happen, but right now they're healthy. And if it does, you still have outstanding coverage with Plan N. So that gives a little bit of a breakdown on that. I told you I wouldn't go too long on this video. However, to get quotes on any of these, just simply give us a call. You can reach us at 1-888-891-0229, and I'll show you the rates for all the top companies for these plan letters, and we'll save you money now as well as for years to come, especially when you get those rate increases, because you will on all of these plans. So my name is Russell Noga with Medisupps.com. Thanks for watching this far into it. I look forward to speaking with you and answering any questions you might have.